Today I'm cooking green beans, and since everybody seems to have their own way of cooking beans, I thought I'd show you how I do it.
For you gardeners out there, the variety of this bean is called Vortex. It's a stringless pole bean and it is an heirloom. The beans get about 11 inches long and generally produce over a longer time span than bush beans. They're easier to pick too. Even at this length, with the seeds inside and all, these beans are not tough or stringy. So here's how I cook green beans. I cut the stem ends off, then cut the beans into bite-sized pieces and wash them well. Then I cut 2 pieces of bacon into bite-sized pieces and brown them until they are crisp. Then I remove them from the pot and set them aside. Then I add half of a diced onion and cook it until it's soft. This only takes about a minute. Then I add the green beans, and I do this in stages. Stir them around and try to get some bacon grease on all of them. In my opinion, this helps to infuse some of the smoky flavor from the bacon into the beans. I'm sure somebody will want to argue with me about that though. Then I let the beans cook like this just a little bit, just a few minutes, until I see the beans start to change color to a bright green. Now I add some water, just so the beans are slightly covered. I don't like to add a lot of water because it seems to wash out the bean taste. Then I add some caldo sabor a pollo. It's chicken bouillon, folks. I buy this at Walmart in the Hispanic section and I love it. I use it in a lot of stuff, in beans, peas, chicken and rice. I even add it to some of my fried chicken breading. This is great stuff and it's inexpensive too. I add about a tablespoon or so of this depending on how many beans I'm cooking. I add salt, about a teaspoon, and some fresh cracked black pepper. Of course, I add about a heaping teaspoon of sugar because we're in the South, y'all. Then I stir that all up and cook it over medium heat until the beans are tender. It only takes about 25 minutes. Now, in a separate pot back here, I'm going to cook my potatoes. I like to cook them separately so that neither the potatoes nor the beans end up too well done or underdone. I can adjust the doneness of each one separately. I salt the water a little bit, and as soon as the water comes to a boil, I add my potatoes. I just cook them until they are done. My beans are starting to boil now, and see how they look kind of splotchy right now? That's from the bacon grease. Don't worry, they'll turn completely dark green. Okay, it has been 25 minutes now and my potatoes are done, so I'm going to put them in with the green beans. Also, the green beans are tender as well. I'm going to take out one of the big ones here to show you. See, that's as done as it needs to be. They are nice and tender. They're tender, but they don't have a lot of flavor at this point. So I put the potatoes in with the beans. I add the bacon pieces. This is even better if you have country ham pieces instead of bacon. Mix it all in. Be sure to adjust the taste of the pot liquor to what you want. Add more salt if needed, etc., because that's what your beans are going to end up tasting like. Then turn off the heat, cover the pot, and just let it sit for an hour or so to absorb the flavors. The longer you let it sit, the better. At 2 hours, the beans are awesome. That's where my way differs from most folks. They cook their beans for an hour or 2, even 3, trying to get the flavor into them. I just let the beans soak the flavor up. That way, my beans stay whole. Trust me, they are melt in your mouth tender, but they don't end up as mush. The potatoes don't end up as mush either. So here's the beans about 2 hours later. Just before it's time to eat, I'll heat them up a little again. I also cook canned beans this way. I use the same procedure, just eliminating the 25 minutes of cooking time because the canned beans are already tender. So that's how I cook Southern style green beans. I hope it helps.